Hello YouTube, I'm Melly the Dreaming Yogi, and today I want to do another quick little card flip through. And I'm currently obsessed with the Lenormand, so I'm going to be showing off the Healing Light Lenormand deck, which is my newest one. And Lenormand, for those who don't know, is different than the Tarot and Oracle. The Tarot are these traditional cards that usually they don't even have words. It's comprised of the major arcana and the minor arcana, and there's this whole system of reading it. It's more for detailed readings, and you always get something different based on the question and the placement of the cards and things like that. Whereas the oracle cards are, I don't have one, well, I have one here, but they're usually more for inspiration. It's kind of like my teacher back in the day would say that oracle is like the cheerleader in a box, which is always about giving you an affirmation and uplifting you for the most part. But you can still do readings with that. And the tarot is more like the therapist in a box, right? It really dives deeper into things. So I have gotten obsessed with the Lenormand, which is slightly different. These also go through a system of 36 cards. And they all have like one meaning. So this is the writer, meaning messages coming through, news, things like that, clover, luck. And the thing with this that I find fascinating is that the way that you read them is really like making a sentence. So I don't even know if how I would give an example on this, but you would just literally read each word and create a sentence with that. And there's no hidden meaning behind other symbols that show up, kind of like the tarot. It's just straightforward. So I like that, and I'm still learning about it, but I wanted to quickly show my experience and the deck. So this is the Lenormand, the Healing Light Lenormand, and it is bigger than usual Lenormand decks that I've seen. It's beautiful though, and it really shuffles really nicely. But let's just go through the flip through. See if my ring light doesn't get in the way. And I don't know how to flip my camera, so you have to just see me awkwardly flipping through it. This is the ship, home, tree, clouds, snake. And I like how it has like the symbols here, kind of like the solitaire or the regular deck. There's a coffin. I think this is a bouquet. I just think the imagery is so pretty, and I just like the vibe of this deck. Birds. This is the child. Fox. Bear. Stars. Stork. Dog, symbolizing loyalty, friendship. Tower. That's the labyrinth, is it? So I personally like going through images before I purchase them online to see if I vibe with the images in the deck. And the last one, okay. And it comes with this little book, this handy book. It's pretty thick. However, that's because it's in different languages. So they have it in English. The first section is in English, then Italian, Spanish, French, Portuguese, that's how you say it, and another one that I can't pronounce. But It has a little bit of what each card means, a little blurb of each card so that you can read it, the associations with the traditional cards. So for example, let's see. For example, the first one is associated to the 9 of Hearts. You can see the 9 of Hearts right there. But it just talks a little bit about the card. So the rider is a kind man bearing news or a message. He represents swiftness, agility, updates, and feedback. So you can kind of see this and create the sentence within the cards that came through. And what I also like about this is that it shows you the spreads of the placements of the cards. So you can do, 2 and 3 card readings. They have an extra lady and an extra man. So 2 cards representing lady, 2 cards representing man. And this is for same-sex couples or matters of same-sex attraction that can come up in the reading as well. So I love that they included that. Also like some information on the 9 card reading, which tends to be popular with the Lenormand deck, but I haven't tried that one yet. The Grand Tableau, which is a placement of putting all the cards and reading it in a really unique way. So yeah, this is what the book looks like. So it's about, let's see, this much for each language. And it comes in the nice little box. So it is bigger than the other traditionally Lenormand decks. I've seen them be a little bit smaller, but I like the way it shuffles. It's easy to shuffle because I don't like it when the cards get stuck. And so far, the readings have been great. The way that I practice with this is by pulling 2 to 3 cards in the morning just to see how my day is going to turn out, and then revisiting it at the end of the night so that I can see how those symbols associated with what actually happened, and see if my sentence played out or if I misinterpreted it. And yeah, that's how I'm using it to really connect with the deck. But I also, whenever I get a new deck, I always cleanse it and program it and fingerprint it to my energy. So if you would like me to do a video on that specifically, leave me a note in the comments and I will gladly do that for you all. But yeah, this is the Healing Light Lenormand. I love it. And if you have it, I would love to know your thoughts about it as well.